KZN's #1 for local news. This is East Coast Radio News Watch.
The Environmental Affairs Minister has commended everyone who's helped to clean up following the UPL factory chemical spill in Durban. A fire broke out at the warehouse in Conubia in July when looters targeted it. It had been storing fungicides, herbicides and other agricultural products. The fire burned for days and the chemicals spilled into the Umhlanga Lagoon and some of the rivers and the sea. The beaches in the north of Durban were closed and only reopened 2 weeks ago. A preliminary investigation into the disaster found UPL was operating unlawfully at the time. Minister Barbara Creasy spoke about it at a briefing earlier.
We have laid criminal charges against UPL. There is a major cleanup operation which is being undertaken in that area, which is being financed by UPL.
UPL says it's working with police to find the arsonists. It says it's handed over evidence including CCTV footage. Well, today has been day 3 of the hearings into the civil unrest that rocked KZN and Gauteng. The SA Human Rights Commission has this afternoon been hearing evidence from Sandile Magwaza. He says a group of men attacked him and his 8 friends, who included today's first witness, Ntatelelo Mkhize. Magwaza says they were traveling through Phoenix to Conubia. He says they were stopped and searched at a makeshift roadblock where they were verbally abused, shot at, and then some stabbed. He's described to the panel the moments he witnessed from the riverside, people being stabbed and shot.
At that stage, we were still able to see the ones that had been shot at. They had not just shot at them only, and that was it. They were still continued to hack them with bush knives, and we were able to see that.
His friend Mkhize earlier accused the media of being selective in its reporting of the events at the time.
When they're televising, they're showing pictures or videos of Durban being looted. They don't show Phoenix, in which in Phoenix people were killed. They're just walking from work and walking about their business, not carrying any items that could have been construed to have been looted. There were dead bodies along the road. They were not showing all that part. They're only showing the looting that was happening in Durban. My view is that the media is misleading the people.
Because if they don't have videos or clips of what happened in Phoenix, they
may come to us. We have such videos.
Mkhize, who's a college lecturer, has told the commission he spent weeks in a coma after he was shot multiple times near that roadblock. And the US and Kenya have pressed for a ceasefire in Ethiopia. They're holding out hope for a negotiated solution between the government and rebels as diplomacy intensifies over the year-long war. Kenya's Foreign Minister Rachel Omamo says they believe the potential of Ethiopia to find a resolution to the crisis. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who's visiting Kenya, has called for concrete steps for peace and for humanitarian assistance to the thousands living in famine-like conditions to resume. Durban 24 tomorrow, Pietermaritzburg 23, Richards Bay 25.
Right, and coming up in your sport, Danny Jordan believes that there were deliberate intentions to hand Ghana victory over Bafana in their World Cup qualifiers. Benny McCarthy hopes to use the international break to his advantage for Amazulu to compete until the Christmas break. And Novak Djokovic books a spot in the semi-finals of the ATP Finals.